Hello, this is Cara. I'm here at home, and somehow I always seem to make these videos sitting on my bed. So that's where I am, and you get to see my lovely flowers on the wall and my dream catcher. And I just wanted to talk about some thoughts I had today that I think when you have a chronic illness, first of all, people with chronic illnesses tend to push ourselves very hard. And I'm probably one of the most guilty people of that. And the thing is, though, that we don't recognize our achievements and celebrate ourselves. And I think part of that is because a lot of times we go, oh, but this is stuff that the rest of the world does all the time. This is normal. So why should I be celebrating this? But you know what? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what other people are doing or what's easy for them. It's not easy for you. It's not easy for me. Then damn well celebrate it. Hell yes. And achievements build motivation and momentum. And so, somebody asked about this today, that like they feel a little guilty because like they break down their checklist into every little tiny piece, and so just so they can check them off. And I'm like, that's a great idea. Why not? Because every single piece of those things is important. Every single aspect of those things is an accomplishment. And how do you feel if you see a whole long list of items that you've checked off that you've done versus a smaller list of really big items that you haven't done or you haven't done to your satisfaction? So, if showering is an issue for you, that it takes energy, break it down. I got in the shower. Number one, okay, I washed my hair. Hey, there's a second one. Whatever works. This isn't about how the rest of the world sees you. This is about you living your life and you finding ways to celebrate yourself. And this is another one that I'm probably one of the most guilty of, is comparing. We are taught from day one, from before day one, to compare ourselves to everybody else. It's in every system, just about that humans enter into. It's in schools, it's in the medical system, it's in everything. How am I doing against my peers? How am I doing, against everybody else? And the thing is that's, especially if you have a chronic illness, that's toxic. It's really, really toxic. And you know what it is, actually, is in coaching terms, we talk about gremlins, which are what we call an internal energy block. And basically your gremlin, and it's great to picture what your gremlin looks like and get really detailed with it, but your gremlin is your inner critic. It's that voice inside of you that tells you, yeah, you suck, you're never going to measure up, you are not even you're just never going to be good enough. And the way I think of comparing, and this is something I'm still working on myself all the time, comparing is your gremlin screaming for its lunch. It's your gremlin saying, I want food, because when you compare yourself to somebody else, most of the time, in some way, you will find a way to not be satisfactory. We're really good at that. We're really good at criticizing ourselves, at finding ways to say, okay, I haven't quite done it yet. I haven't achieved it. It's not as good as this other person's thing. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And this is hard to do, but I'm the only person that will be with me my entire life, 24/7, every single second of my entire life. And the same goes for you. So don't worry so much about living up to other people's expectations. How do you feel about your accomplishments, about your progress towards the life that you want to lead? And celebrate it. You deserve it. Even if it's just getting out of bed today and heating something up in the microwave, you did it. And that's amazing. If that feels like 100-foot wall to you, then celebrate it. You did the high jump. So, signing off here, and I hope this is good food for thought.